the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alcers in place? It's
Hoping Bay. I love this woman. Oh, that's what. Is that what happened to Grius?
What?
Grius tried to strike Luis, and from the king's magic, he got held in place. Then he got.
Yeah.
He got tapped. Oh, that's peak. Yeah, they literally just spoke about it now. Crazy.
I'm using a Cyberman against him right now. You're not a big character, you're the same size as Jiren. No, exactly the same.
She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
I'm just gonna get profile, bro.
Where?
Am I weird? I'm skilled.
Maria, where are you?
If it's feeding me that XP I need to get to level 20, then the zero mortars kind of begin.
Dragon Ball.
Level 20 you unlock Goku Black and Zamasu.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, they're the only ones you can't buy.
Hmm. Base Black on Zamasu.
They can transform.
Okay.
They're not separate characters.
Fucking hell. So, those people who had Goku Black on the team got them to level 20 on launch. That's crazy. Maria's gone to the Grand Cathedral. I love the NPCs in this game. You sound like a damn fool. Do you know that? All they needed to do was say Belland.
I'm out of ideas.
All right then.
What should I do? I'm stinking believable.
What's going on? Well then.
This is all right. How did I wind up here?
Hello there.
Wow, I didn't mean to go in here.
Huh? Why?
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray. And he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know... Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
It's our fault.
What? How? You?
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe! Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne,
Isn't that her mum?
Maria.
That's not her mum.
Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank
Miss
you for
Fabienne.
finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
I'm not awake enough for this.
Let's think about it together. Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Can you read?
Please. I'm clearly no scholar, but I was once spoiled enough to have a private tutor. Right. Let's have a look then. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with...
Is this what our world is meant to be in this book? The book is the lens into a human back. I mean, what? The book is the lens into our reality as the player. Interesting.
Of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration?
There's a duality, a mirror, where we look into the game's world for respite, fantasy. Interestingly, in a fantasy that is amidst chaos, that isn't a utopia, a dystopia, and they look towards our world as a utopia, if that's the case.
We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. Think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
I've been asleep with the foot.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
This guy should be the MC.
We're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the exhibition of the brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Oi, oi.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, Looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels, but saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh?
All of those options ultimately mean the first one.
Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it?
What does Yuki mean? Why'd I name this guy that?
May well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Snow and happiness. Fair enough.
What do you think?
Good fortune.
Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Yeah, fuck it.
If it's for Maria's sake.
I see.
Right. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter.
I wish this
No matter
guy's
who someone is,
eyes changed
they deserve
facial
a fair
expressions.
If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Yes. I've got a job to do.
Huh. Familiar words. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people.
Sorry,
Does that
Gallagher.
mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances.
Wasn't the gauntlet runner made by a Formula One?
Split up right now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Interesting. They had a lot of hands in this game. That's pretty cool.
This should be the
For an
place,
RPG.
right?
Turn-based RPG.
Excuse us, we're looking to join the Tournament for the Throne.
Aye? Pretty young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it,
The first king was an elder or something.
pack
Oh,
of recruits that went off to the northern fort.
surely not something as predictable as that.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
And,
Racism saves the day. Fucking hell.
You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
He said you can represent the lesser tribes.
As for us,
I don't care.
I
Crazy.
expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
I've already killed one. 2.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on. There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this trip? It's slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see.
It's a lot of money.
Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while.
This might just be perfect.
You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a
It's
criminal?
about winning the fortune of the people, ultimately.
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win?
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there!
Are you really taking the bounty on Haisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Haisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones.
Oh wow.
Our children.
Trafficking.
Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep, we've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet a pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
There's nothing pitiful about it.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that.
Ah, thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet.
They have a, the force they have a god. I wonder what it is.
Make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Finally. Some autonomy.
What now?
Oh fuck.
Hey! Okay then. Right?
It would seem the disaster was averted.
Let's see what I missed.
I heard that plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot...
She wouldn't just leave without telling it.
Where?
What?
I'm just... This is alright.
Hey, mister.
I'm in it.
Hey, listen.
What is it?
Hey! Stop that at once!
out of ideas.
What should I do? What's going on? Well then, if you say you'll
What is it? This is
Oh, it was there.
What now?
No, thank you.
Maybe we'll see him again.
True.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey!
Let's focus.
That's a lot of money.
Let's call it.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santafex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
See you.
Well met, eh?
Hey! Yeah.
Hello.
Brilliant.
Don't push yourself too much.
Fancy a bit of him?
Now then.
What's that noise? Someone's making odd groaning sounds.
What now?
Good night.
Can I come in?
Want to read somewhere?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Ah.
It's alright. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Okay.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
She sounded a bit Scottish there. I have a moment.
Captain, may I have a moment? I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing
She
but impose
looks
on you.
so
Now, you risked your
cool.
very life for this cause. Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I remember your stunt getting me flung in the wastes.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Banned?
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern a system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place.
It'd be interesting to see how we could evolve society's democracy and politics, just society in general from a theoretical perspective. Where do we go forward from here?
It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest
Because society and its systems now,
to save His
from a
Highness,
theoretical perspective,
even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Seemed somewhat perfect. In the Western world, it seems. Well, that's why it was enforced. Yeah, there's always room for growth.
mighty tuna!
I want to eat. This is what he was talking about. She was talking about at Comic-Con. She had to do this at holiday. I record it and send it to the bibs. This reminds me of Gravity Rush so much.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the
Is that who
venue.
he is? Sanctus Crier.
We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex.
This guy looks fucking crazy. Just looks old. The contrast is gonna be crazy. The sky looks so cool. It's really painted. They really get the fantasy aesthetic. I wonder what the art style for this is, because it looks like you're within a painting.
All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Dido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
He's not pulling off after you was got assassinated.
Right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Louis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Louis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Fair enough.
Him? So he was one of Louis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Louis. Look to the sky,
It's a whole bunch of edgy people,
no
Louis.
God can save you. What our country needs is power.
Well,
SMT arse character. It's like he's from Apocalypse.
The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's
This guy got Demi Fiend's face, boy.
in it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Maurizio.
If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
You gonna speak? Just gonna wave? Yep, okay.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have I cared? It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool!
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Oh, we're gone already. My gosh.
Just a sec.
Can you hear me?
This guy's so cool.
Let's see.
Let us hurry.
Hold on.
Let us hurry.
These are places we've already been.
That's where you want to go. Oh, nice. Let's see.
I want to. It's okay.
Let's see. Whoa.
This place.
Wow.
Oh. Spectacular.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver?
That's the face of an owl.
Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money. What I want... Money? Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy. Here's a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chin wag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our selfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkir, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite...
Oh, wow.
everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit... excitable.
Bruv. I gotta get food.
Are you there? I'm coming in.
I really gotta get food. There's a lot going on. How did you get a game that already looks dreamy and
Amidst all this commotion in
make it
town,
look even more?
I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not the new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Muros, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! Poloni, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, lady, but leave the value runner alone.
Look, this runner is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish
For both our sakes.
And bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Hey, what's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's
I hope we can use him in battle.
gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think maybe. is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think it's bedtime.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
If you're not gonna handle the fighting, then I'll handle.
Okay, he's not fighting.
Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
Fuck the rules. Let's do it.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know.
Oh, good.
You can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no fairy picnic. Oh,
I can't really imagine him doing much fighting voice acting. Oh, not that he couldn't.
So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric. Oh, yeah?
Oh wow. He uses the boost sound effect though. Zoom. And the gun sound effect as well. The pew pew. I'm gonna catch you short, Joker. pantry, washroom.
Incredible!
Hey!
You really?
It's a bathing room. Stroll was looking forward to that. Okay, I'm not really trying to cook right now. These are the beds, how odd.
What's this?
Oh gosh, I've dropped my food. Just about. Not too bad.
It's a campground.
Let's...
Hmm.
Spectacular.
More activities will become available over time. At the end of the day, the choice is yours.
Did you know? Come on. Got it.
Okay. wonder what Moore's gonna say actually. Nothing? Okay.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable. Oh, you'll come.
This?
Wow.
Understood.
Speaking of,
Straw has motion sickness, oh my gosh. I should probably cook. The variety is good. Actually, where's the books?
Actually?
Now we're talking.
What?
So then...
Sweet! What?
All right.
Oh, nice. It's nice how they actually make the things to level up skill points actually interactive.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Oh, what is this trap? Where's Hulkenberg?
Hey. I see.
I hope we can get this outfit to use in battle. Oh, there she is. I spent enough time with Straw.
Well met. Be well.
Is there like a general camp? There it is.
Yep.
Let me say yo real quick. Who's here?
Just me.
Just you? Wow. I thought I'd come and say hey.
Hello. Welcome.
Hola. What's going on in the world of Strive? You've reached Celestial.
I have.
Nice.
I'm a top 255 ABBA, according to the game.
That's crazy. That's worldwide? Across consoles?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Sub 500. I'm loving this game right now.
Free Fantasia.
You said you was going to compete in Guilty Gear. That'll be interesting. I think Isaiah's also competing this weekend. That's why he can't come.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Street
he
Fighter,
didn't. Yeah, I was going to let him tell everyone, but because his brother has been dealing with some stuff, he doesn't. He's conscious of having too many crowds with him.
Okay.
So I think that's why he didn't tell much people.
Fair enough.
So I was gonna let him tell you guys, but I don't think he did.
Yo, Cyrus, bro. What you saying?
Well, go on, Gareth. How are you?
Bro, my fault for last time, bro.
Oh, it wasn't even that deep. It wasn't that deep.
But either way, still, I know that gets started from my fault. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it's because my week was long. That's why it pissed me off more, but it's blessed, don't worry.
Say no more. I still need to eat my food, so I'll be back. I still using the party in it.
Alright, cool.
Alright, say no more, you man. Shut that shit up. Yo, I'm going, bro. I'm going, bro. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm not doing much, but I'll put my screen up.
Well met. Hmm?
Can't save jump off of that, that's annoying.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Instead of going to the chemo ward lately, for the, well, until Friday, I'll be going to Camden Town. I'm doing some work there. It's not anything hospital related.
Okay. Well, what are you doing?
I am helping out the company that is, well, they're part of the shareholders in the internship I'm a part of. Okay. But they got about 700 boxes to ship out, so they need all the help they can get.
Manpower.
Yup. And also my rotation's pissing me off, so I'm happy to do it. But, yeah. It's a nice break, breath of fresh air. It's quicker to get there as well. How was your day?
It was pretty chill.
Same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Let's see.
As I'm playing through this game, I'm seeing more and more of the voice actors I met. I'm getting more and more nervous.
Well met. Well then.
Hey. Now then. Got a moment? Hey. Aye.
Look at that.
Yeah. Hey.
Are these guys serious? I guess the protagonist is pretty bored.
Yeah.
Right.
say, we could stop for a break.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magma surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Oh, this is beautiful.
That's...
I'll send you a picture. It has your share screen and screenshots now. That's new.
Yep, it always had that.
Oh, that's fucked up my screenshot.
Certainly.
Oh wow. That does look nice.
Yeah.
We're both talking about Soul's foot, right? Yeah.
Oh. That's funny.
Hey. Man.
Hey there!
Huh?
Magical organisms in the form of a tree.
Huh?
However,
All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazing.
You know what, let me play Final Fantasy while I can. For today. What's nice as well is that I don't have to wake up at 7.
Oh, that's
I can wake up at like 9 or 8.
speaking of, your thoughts? Fair point. So,
The first star moves to the west in the evening and east at night. This game is so interesting. It's painted. The game's art style is like it's inside a painting itself. But the animations remind me a lot of Gravity Rush.
I was about to say Gravity Rush.
Yeah. In fact, Gravity Rush is kind of like that as well.
Yeah. Like, I would say Gravity Rush 1 more than 2.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the back, if you look at Hexaville and you're flying around, all of the background parts are in black and white and all outlined.
That's interesting. In one.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me go on it. Let me show you.
Okay.
Man, I haven't touched this game since I got the PS5. I've just had it installed.
That's crazy. Yeah, you have. Oh, Gravity Rush 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't touched it.
I got the platinum and dipped.
I didn't even play it. It was on It was for free on PS Now. I don't even have that account anymore. I had to get it. It was free on the PS Now. I do have the account now, actually. How nice. Okay. It was free on PS Now. So then, I got like the DLC for Gravity Rush 2. You get outfits if you have Gravity Rush 1 remastered.
Yes. Oh yeah. Too bad I never got those dusty tokens.
Yeah, even this, the trees. This will be nice. I'll put your share screen in the top while I analyze the environment. The trees remind me of like Gravity Rush shading.
What do you mean I'm doing a... Uh-oh.
Low?
Uh-oh. Let me load another save.
Is that endgame? What is that?
I think that's the last mission. I don't remember saving it there. That was the auto save. Maybe I shouldn't have gone on that.
Oh, that makes sense.
I see which saved it. Okay, that saved it. Fine. We're gonna save it at 1.
Now then. Speaking of.
Okay, that's a bit better.
Oh yeah, the shadings are almost identical. It's crazy.
Since when was...
What's that about it? Oh, I see.
I don't remember the staircase being
Yeah, it's actually identical. This is crazy. I love it though, but it's crazy.
Like, look over there, right? Look at Pleasure. It's all black and white. You see the outlines like it's a drawing.
Yeah.
And then
it's
as
true.
you get closer, all the colours start to fade in.
And the sky as well, the background.
Yeah.
It's as though it is actually opating the way the colours are. Let me try and find another area. I thought this would take me outside, but it put me inside.
Oops.
Dusty. I
There's
love
a certain
Dusty.
charm about Gravity Rush.
Time
that I
marches
kind of miss
on,
with 2.
and the age of a new king draws near.
I feel like the movement is a bit more fun. Gravity Rush 1. It should be exactly the same. But I played it on the PS Vita. Do you know how fun it was to slide and then fling your Vita up so you could flip? And then you'd have to rotate your Vita side to side to turn.
You know,
It was sick.
detail I liked in this game is that if you're on a wall and then you just press L1, fuck off, cat, do the fucking flip. She does a little backflip.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, this game had so much detail. It's not in 2.
It's really cool.
That might be the remastered thing. But even when her feet, if you was to go on that ledge and her feet was to be on an uneven surface, she would correct us, her foot. They got CGI in this, what the fuck?
Gravity slide as well. She does a little running start.
Oh, that's sick.
Doesn't do that.
Yeah, she doesn't do that in 2 at all, no. My star is rising. That's so funny. That's gonna get memed.
Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Claude.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't
The combos were sick as well.
for their aggression?
Even the clouds when she runs,
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
What cards?
It's to go add one and yeah, that.
It's cool. It looks like she's winding it up.
Well, they survive or not, they dash you well out of the race.
So it is a clash to hold each other's advance.
Look.
I might close and open the game so I'll come out of this part. I don't know how long this will last.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch,
How about we see how it played?
No, I think we should step.
Oh, fuck's sake.